Check out carmarshal.com. The link is in the description. They help support us.
Marijuana won Tuesday's election. Tom Angel, contributor. I cover the policy and politics of marijuana. Opinions expressed by Forbes contributors are their own. Voters in 2 states chose new governors on Tuesday. Both of those elections, as well as the results of a number of local races across the country, will have huge implications for efforts to legalize marijuana. Here's an overview of cannabis-specific ballot measures that voters approved, along with details on how the Democratic gubernatorial wins in New Jersey and Virginia will boost marijuana reform campaigns in those states. New Jersey Governor-elect Phil Murphy. Phil Murphy, the incoming governor, campaigned on marijuana legalization. The criminalization of marijuana has only served to clog our courts and cloud people's futures, so we will legalize marijuana, he said during his primary night victory speech. And while there are financial benefits, this is overwhelmingly about doing what is right and just. This summer he tweeted, New Jersey's marijuana laws cost $143m/year and come WA3:1 racial disparity in arrests. With Murphy replacing vocal cannabis opponent Chris Christie, R., as governor, New Jersey is poised to potentially become the first state to allow legal recreational marijuana sales with an act of its legislature, as opposed to by voters through a ballot measure. Senate President Stephen Sweeney, D., is committed to bringing up a legalization bill early in 2018. We are going to have a new governor in January 2018, he said. As soon as the governor gets situated, we are all here and we intend to move quickly on it. Also on Forbes. Play. Mute. Current time 1:04. Duration time 1:04. Loaded, 0% progress, 0%. Share. Full screen. Virginia Governor-elect Ralph Northam. Ralph Northam, who just got a raise from lieutenant governor to the state's top job, made marijuana decriminalization a centerpiece of his campaign, often putting the issue in stark racial justice terms. We need to change sentencing laws that disproportionately hurt people of color. One of the best ways to do this is to decriminalize marijuana, he wrote in a blog post. African Americans are 2.8 times more likely to be arrested for marijuana possession in Virginia. The Commonwealth spends more than $67 million on marijuana enforcement money that could be better spent on rehabilitation. Northam also sent a letter to the Virginia State Crime Commission, which is conducting a review of the effects of potential decriminalization. Virginia spends $67 million on marijuana enforcement, enough to open up another 13,000 pre-K spots for children, he wrote. African Americans are nearly 3 times as likely to get arrested for simple possession of marijuana, and sentencing guidelines that include jail time can all too often begin a dangerous cycle of recidivism. GOP Senate Majority Leader Tommy Normant has already announced he will introduce legislation next year to decriminalize first-time marijuana possession offenses. Also on Tuesday, Democrats picked up a large number of seats in the House of Delegates, which likely bodes well for Northam's efforts to pass cannabis reform bills. Still pending results in a handful of House of Delegates races could flip the chamber to Democratic control altogether. Northam has also spoken in favor of expanding the state's limited medical cannabis law and allowing industrial hemp. Athens, Ohio, marijuana ordinance. Voters in the college town overwhelmingly approved a measure to completely eliminate fines and court costs for possessing and cultivating up to 200 grams of marijuana, a move that advocates believe will significantly disincentivize police from making low-level cannabis arrests. The result was 77% to 23%. Last year, similar depenalization measures were passed in several other Ohio cities. Together, the results increase pressure on state lawmakers to more seriously consider further reforms to overarching marijuana prohibition laws following last year's passage of medical cannabis legislation. Philadelphia District Attorney Lawrence Krasner, the incoming top prosecutor, is a vocal criminal justice reform advocate who has made bold statements about cannabis enforcement. One of the things we see in other jurisdictions is that, where marijuana is readily available, there's a 25% reduction in opiate/opioid overdose deaths, he said this year. So if Philadelphia is looking at 500 opiate/opioid overdose deaths a year, a district attorney, by choosing not to enforce against marijuana usage, can potentially save 125 lives. That's what a district attorney should exercise his or her discretion to do. Detroit medical cannabis propositions. Voters in Wayne County strongly approved 2 ballot measures that will allow medical cannabis business to operate in more areas and to stay open longer. Advocates appear likely to place a full marijuana legalization measure on Michigan's 2018 statewide ballot, and Detroit's strong show of support for cannabis commerce bodes well for that broader effort. New York Constitutional Convention proposal. Voters resoundingly rejected a ballot proposition to convene a constitutional convention that some advocates hoped would provide a pathway toward marijuana legalization. Others remain skeptical of the multi-step plan to first pass the proposition and then elect anti-prohibition delegates in 2018, lobby the convention to approve a cannabis amendment and then ask voters to pass that on the ballot. Now, advocates will focus their efforts on convincing the state legislature to pass legislation legalizing marijuana. Look ahead to 2018. Overall, Tuesday's election results were extremely positive for marijuana reformers. Next year, advocates are likely to qualify medical cannabis ballot measure in at least 3 states: Missouri, Oklahoma, and Utah. Meanwhile, Michigan voters will probably decide on a full marijuana legalization measure. And Murphy's New Jersey will race Vermont and a handful of other states to become the first to end cannabis prohibition through legislators' actions. For now, it's clear that marijuana just won the election. Tom Angel edits cannabis news portal Marijuana Moment and founded the nonprofit Marijuana Majority. Follow Tom on Twitter and subscribe to his newsletter.
Hey Charlotte County, this is Charlotte County COPWA TCH, and I found that I had to make a change this ending on my videos, letting you know about the channel and fair use laws, you know, how we can report on other people's reporting and how it's good, how it's bad, etc. But you guys can look it up yourself. It is legal. It's in there. But like I've told you before, that I've been cut off from making money on YouTube for 4 years. It's really weird, bizarre, but they cut the money off, but they said you can keep the channel, and now YouTube makes all the money. And if you get bored, plug it into Social Blade website, and you'll see that they are making a huge huge amount off the site. Right now it's at 63 million views, 53,000 subscribers, almost 3 million views a month. You know, trying to wake people up, and I make nothing. In fact, I got a customer that's ex-congressman. He said if I could ever find a lawyer, sue YouTube on it. But because this is nuts. 4 hours a day, and to save America. You know, but at the same time, it's worth it. Look at what our founding fathers did. They died for this country. So, but getting back to the money part, this is why I'm redoing the video. Is my dream of everyone giving $1, and it's going to be $53,000 a year, or if they did Patreon, which you know, can be monthly. That is not working. That'd be great if it did. Nothing is perfect. And I appreciate the people that do donate, you know, what they can on PayPal. And there again, I'm letting you guys know that is not much. Is, you know, monthly is, oh my god. So anyways, yes, you cannot live on it. It's very, very, very low amount. But the dollar things, I do appreciate that. But when I first said everybody give $1, that's not working. I'm just I'm just letting you guys know it's, yeah, that dream. Everybody gives $1. 53,000 subscribers, it's not working. So, yes, if you can give more than that, you know, I appreciate it. Like I said, you know, I'm in a unique situation where, you know, we're already debt free, and I'm not rich, but with the little business that we have, I am able to do what I am able to do 45 hours a day, you know, letting you guys know what's going on. In 4 years, I've did the whole thing myself. 12,000 videos on there. I literally get emails where people are like, holy crap, I never knew it was this bad. And it is this bad, and it's getting worse every day because we have the internet, we have cell phones, we have cameras everywhere now, and it's just disgusting what's going on. And then, as you guys know too, now we got Trump, we got Jeff Sessions doing a war on drugs, and now he wants to go after the forfeiture laws again. It's just unfreaking real. So if you can give more than that dream of everybody giving $1, yeah, that old video, that's not working. They're not. They're just not. So anyways, if you can give more than that dream is not working. Hardly anybody is giving. There you go. So that's why I'm remaking the video. If you can give more than that, that would be great. And there again, like I said, the Patreon's there. There is some people on there that are starting to give, but there again, it's very, very low. And like I said, I don't want to get rich off of that. I'm going to keep doing what I'm doing because, you know, it's still so stinking corrupt. It's not even funny. My court case that I'm going to be paying out of my pocket myself with Charlotte County's coming up. They illegally looked me up and then posted all my information on LEOAFFAIRS website. They basically doxed me, however you want to say that. I forget what the word is, and they outed me, man. And that information on that site went out to 500 sheriffs, deputies, people that work at the jail, etc., etc., etc. So, yeah, it is very, very scary, but we're going to do a federal case, 1983 case, violating freedom of speech. We have 17 cameras in the house now. We got 2 cameras in the car. I always carry a camera plus a cell phone. A lot of people are highly recommending I get a vest now. If I could, if the wife would let me, I would run for sheriff. We are trying to push the thing nationwide right now. Where just to mix it up and to get the topics out there is register to run for sheriff, NPA, no party affiliation, as a write-in, and that is completely free, and you can participate in the elections. And there's a lot of stuff. We got a guy, James McLinnis in Pinellas County, Tampa, who almost won. He experienced the corruption himself. The story is unbelievable. Look him up. It's mind-blowing what they did. It pissed him off. He is very, very smart. He has way more money than I did. He ran for sheriff at the last 3 months last year in 2016 and almost won. He got all of the black vote. And the reason why he did that is because he ran on, I will not bust, we're in Florida, I will not bust anybody for weed anymore unless it's an ungodly huge amount, like pounds. And then he also ran on no more victimless crimes, no more of this freaking road pirate bull crap. And then he was going to cut the budget by 30%. And when you think about that, you can. If you stop the road pirates, you can get rid of a bunch of people. Gone. So, the wife has been saying, yes, I can, yes, I can't. So I don't know. We're trying to find somebody that can do it because I am busy doing this anyways. But, so I'm making a video, like I said, that $1 a month from everybody, you know, for 53,000 subscribers, that is not working. I'm just letting you guys know. Absolutely give way more than $1 a month. If you can, I appreciate anything. By the way, remember too, when you give that, PayPal takes like freaking 15 to 20%, so it's even worse than that. But, and there again, like I'm letting you guys know, it's way, what I get is very, very low. Appreciate it. But it is very, very low. Can't live on it. I'm just, you know, I'm working, and that's what I'm working on. And that court case is going to cost a buttload of money. That's federal court. Just the filing fees and the depositions that we're going to be doing with this corrupt cop. So there's another reason to give. We are going to be doing a deposition with this very corrupt. He was in a drug squad. He is a bad guy. He's on steroids. We heard steroids are rampant here. That's why their attitude is so bad. And we are going to get him on video, and it will be on YouTube. So that case alone is $5,000 just to bring it to court, and that's my money out of my pocket. So there's another reason to give, and give way more than $1 if you can. So keep that in mind. This is the new video, and I see, God, I talk a lot. It's already 7 minutes, but had to make it just to let you know that $1 a month from everybody is not working. They're not doing it. So if you can give more than that, please. So thanks. Keep it up. Share, like, subscribe, tell your friends, send me your videos on corruption, and I'll post it.